just thinking a lot about transitions and transformations and change. We're all aware that we're in a world of change now, and my collections are always autobiographical, and they're always kind of like what is the human condition, and how do we get through life in the most graceful way possible, or the most positive way possible. And when faced with adversity, that's how you handle adversity is what defines your character. I love that phrase. I wish I came up with it. So I'm thinking about that a lot. I'm thinking about cycles. I'm thinking about the challenges that the world is facing and how people are dealing with changes. And I think you can either put up a defensive facade, which is great, and I've done that, and we all do that, and it can be totally fine. But this season, I thought I wanted to do something that was more of like a gentle, something more. When I looked at all of these big clothes, on my worst, I think like, how does a critic look at things critically? Like if I were a bitchy queen and I am a bitchy queen, looking at somebody's collection, I go, okay, summarize it in 2 words: big pants. And I'm like, okay, well that's. But I was thinking more about expansiveness. I realized this later. I was thinking about expansiveness, about benevolent expansiveness, spiritual expansiveness, facing changes in the future, facing the future with an open heart. And I'm not saying I know how to do that. I'm saying, wouldn't it be great if I did? Wouldn't it be great if I had that under control and knew how to face the future and face adversity with a gentle, open heart? Because that would be great. And I don't know if I could. And a lot of times I don't. I mean, I can be such a raging cunt sometimes. And I wish, and then immediately afterwards, and then I feel guilty afterwards for a lot longer than I was actually a raging cunt. So that's the walrus. Going back to the walrus. The walrus is a development. The mastodon was a creature about extinction, and that collection is really about how do we deal with thinking about things coming to an end and cycles, and how cycles are a natural evolution. The walrus is a more optimistic symbol. It's still alive, but it still looks like a creature in process. It looks like something so alien, and I think they have a long lifespan too. So there's something kind of prehistoric alien about them, but they're part of our world, and they're developing, and they're mutating, and they're changing, and so are we. These clothes are changing. These clothes are twisting, they're distorting the body, we're changing into something else. Maybe not even necessarily human, but something inevitably is going to happen, and something is going to change. And how can we look at that in a healthy, positive way? The other thing is, I noticed, did I talk about how the body bags are kind of creating a pyramid shape? I realized now, when I was thinking about it, I've created pyramids. I've created walking pyramids. They're like voluminous bottoms with these kind of overalls that are gripped at the top in little jackets that kind of lift the whole body and the torso up in what is almost like a very naive, aspirational illustration. It was really about a gentle way of acceptance. I mean, the song is very much about a world in transition and changing, and a definitive break of going somewhere else, handled in a very gentle way. So it kind of illustrated my whole thing perfectly. And I only came up with this song not that long ago because I had planned a super heavy techno thing. But then I overheard this song somewhere, and this just made so much more sense. Yeah, it's really pretty, isn't it? And I love Neil Young. I mean, he's such a great example of a man, kind of damaged, sensitive, and he seems like he has a sense of honor. So he's very appealing.